Welcome to Outbreak, the new nightmare. So, as of my recording this video, I've already uploaded the first true level, and we are here to do the tutorial in single player, just so I can explain some stuff. So for those unaware, this is the preceding game to the Nightmare Chronicles in the Outbreak series. There's a total of 3 games, this is number 2. I hope to someday get a team together and go back to number 1, but this game will probably take priority over that. For those interested, if you have the original Outbreak, then go to the Discord. We may be able to group up and go tackle that. But otherwise, for this one, if you don't know how this one differs from Nightmare Chronicles, Nightmare Chronicles is more like the classic Resident Evil, and that's single player. This is the multiplayer equivalent, more along the lines of Resident Evil Outbreak. So you have various characters you can play as. They have differences between them that make them somewhat unique. And there are various levels for you to tackle. So I have the first level already uploaded. Now I'm going to do the tutorial single player since I'll be able to talk a little bit more. I don't know if I actually get EXP for doing this. I want to say I do, which hopefully will give me level 9 before I go back into multiplayer. So in case you're wondering where I finished, yeah, when the multiplayer session ends, I was just under level 8. I do not have any EXP for the other guys, though. I'm not going to try to get all the characters. I may pick up one other one. Supposedly Hank is one of the weaker characters, or I think it's Hank. So, yeah. I'm going to stick to Lydia, though, since she is the MC in Nightmare Chronicles, and then we'll look at what the other options are. But anyway, without further ado, we will set this to normal. Already is. Scenario, tutorial. So I did Outbreak, we finished at Faith, we still have Cure and Shelter to do, and then I don't know if they want to tackle these or not. Kind of interested in the experiments, but oh well. Tutorial time! Hop in. So I do need to kill at least 2 zombies, I think, to level up. I am running the one perk that gives you, I think it's just general damage boost. Lydia is a handgun specialist. That's why when you see me play the later levels, I'm not even reading the tutorial at the bottom, I'm afraid. I'll use her handgun all the way up until the level boss, and depending on what weapons I have, I even will use it on the boss. So we need a gold key or a lockpick. Kane has a lockpick innately. Elena can get one through skills. As for me being Lydia, that means, you guessed it, I have to go find said key. So this is barricaded. In case you're wondering, if you hit the Y button or the triangle, depending on what you are using as your controller, this brings up the map. Important items are marked with red dots, so you can see the key is up there. And then various areas will be filled in as we go, so this is actually the first level Outbreak. Just I don't know if we're able to access this particular area or not. Looks like we kind of can, and here we have the objective, which is the evac zone. So there's our key. I was wondering if I could get any extra ammo here. Some stuff is hidden in blind spots, true Resident Evil fashion. So to use it, you actually have to use it from the inventory thing. A little bit of an annoyance. And we have a rifle. I prefer the other one, but hey. In case you're wondering, they have to give that to you because not everyone starts with a gun. Lydia does, though. So, real quick, say you want to get the ammo out of this gun because you don't want to use it. Combined with an empty slot, that'll take the ammo out, and then you're able to drop it. That's basically a copy of Lydia's gun, except now it has no bullets. HP stands for high power. I think it's inferior to the Kraus, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So, I'm going to drop this at the moment. Because, like I was saying, we want to combine empty space, drop this, grab my rifle. Fire axe, it's a melee weapon. It doesn't break like the original Outbreak, I know. The one downside to it, though, is Lydia sucks with melee weapons. Now, when you're playing this on multiplayer, I don't know if it applies to single player too, the zombies will spawn infinitely, so you can't loiter too long. Cap's at 50, so I'm going to drop the axe here. Oops, I said I was going to drop. Controls, please. Drop that, because I'd rather take the handgun ammo. Searching the lockers, see if there's anything extra there. But while characters have perks, they also have weaknesses, and as I was saying, Lydia really sucks with melee weapons. Harry cannot combine healing items. You can combine painkillers with ointment for a remedy, which is a full heal. I'm so heavily armed. Ah, right here they give you both pieces. So, let me see real quick. Those are filled in already. It looks like they actually give us 2. More handgun ammo. We only have 4 inventory slots. Harry has more because he can get the backpack skill. I think most of the characters can. It's just an extremely high level thing for the majority of them. And I do not remember what Harry's drawback is offhand other than the whole no combine thing. Lydia sucks with melee weapons and she has less HP than some of the other characters. That's her big weakness. She plays a little differently from how she did in Nightmare Chronicles since... What the heck? Ah, the Kraus. So, let's... How do we do this? I will drop this. Combine here. Drop that. Take the handgun ammo. Take the Kraus. Over here we have just the ordinary. I didn't grab the Kraus, apparently. So, it's not as bad on single player when this happens, since the game kind of pauses when you're in the various menus. Multiplayer, it's a lot more painful. No, I do not want that. There we go. So I almost have 2 full stacks of ammo. And keep in mind, if you run out of ammo, you can punch the zombies. It's just I don't know how much damage that actually does. Panther was doing that when I did the... yeah, was this the Outbreak level? So we have the assault rifle there. That's basically the AK-47. I doubt I'm gonna need it. I have the Kraus and I'm Lydia, so I think I can do the handgun just fine. Assault rifle rounds. So what we're gonna do is we will drop this so that I can just take the ammo. That can't use that? Does this only have 7 bullets in it? So you know what? Drop this. That was odd. Why wouldn't it... Oh, it does only hold 7. Yep, I'll stick to the handgun, but if you want more firepower, by all means go grab the AK. They tell you right here, during campaign games, monsters will infinitely spawn. You have shotgun shells and the shotgun if you want those. And I hear crackling. Walker! Crits make a special sound when they go off. I didn't have any there. And there is auto aim, so... there are those destructible objects, I guess. They're not very reliable, I've noticed from my experience online. Didn't even see them. But you can see the Kraus pierces targets, so Fatso there can take quite a bit of damage while fighting someone else. To turn your flashlight on, hit the F key on your keyboard. That was the next thing I wanted to tell you. When you get to the Faith level, sometimes you may need to turn this off so you can see more clearly, but your call. So you know what? I will drop this and this for the Magnum. Even though the Magnum is a handgun, it doesn't actually benefit from Lydia's bonus. There is a difference between handguns and Magnums. But I'm not sure if you noticed, I don't get any EXP for these kills, so I am no closer to leveling up than I was when I started all this. Grenade launcher. I'm not a fan of that weapon because the auto-aim doesn't work properly. This was a problem in Nightmare Chronicles as well. It's one of those things that I kind of wish the dev might revisit to try to fix a little bit. And yeah, that's basically your tutorial. So I got the achievement for that, perfect accuracy, my highest yet. So, I don't know why you can toggle the scores. But this is just a taste of things to come. You get to see some of the mechanics. It's not too complicated, and sadly, for some reason, this game went under a lot of people's radars. It went under mine, too, to be perfectly honest. But it's a pretty solid game, I think. I just have to see how the various levels go. It's a little sad that there's only 5 levels. I think the original Outbreak only had 5 also, and you have those extra scenarios. All in all, I'm hoping that kind of pads the game length. One other thing that I should point out is there are different difficulties, which goes all the way up to Nightmare. One-hit kills. Not entirely sure, like, what our benefits are. This is probably a lot more feasible when you're level 25, which is the cap, because then you'll have your full damage perks, and you might last a little bit longer. For Biohazard, I think you have to be a lot more evasive. For wide open areas like Faith, you can probably kite the zombies infinitely. Problem is, once you reach the point where the boss spawns, then you have to answer all those zombies, so we'll see if we ever get to that point. We'll see. Anyway, that is kind of it for the tutorial, and where we pick up next time, we will start adding in the rest of the multiplayer scenario. Otherwise, that is it for now. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.